Órale, ¿qué pasa, mi raza? You already know who it is. It's your boy OG Gordo tapping in for Phoenix AZ. Man, today I got another good video. Um, it's another. It's gonna be another video to let you guys know uh, the type of shit that I used to be involved with and get into. And for the only reason why I'm making this video is because there's one channel that I really like, homie. Um, and The Streets Ain't Loyal. If you guys haven't seen them, check them out. Good people. Shout out to Sonny and the Love Machine. Good people. But anyways, they've been doing these videos, okay? Chasing the Kukui and all that shit. If you haven't seen their channel, man, go check them out. I'll tell you what, you won't be disappointed. They're always dropping good content. So, but yeah, I noticed they're getting into this ghost hunting stuff. And I remember I had hit up, not hit them up, but I should, I left a comment, okay? I left a comment and I had told the homie Love Machine, I said, hey, we left it because the shit's real, okay? The shit is real. It is nothing to joke, it's nothing to bullshit with. Um, and these things will follow you home, all right? And back when I was a youngster, homies, and I really started getting involved into uh, this gang banging lifestyle and that the whole 9 yards, man. I mean, just straight sick with it. Okay. Um, and Everybody, I don't know if you guys are from the '90s. You guys remember how like Bone Thugs and Harmony, how they used to have that one song, "Ouija, Are You With Me?" And a lot of them, a lot of the artists back then did speak on, like Brother Lynch Hung, Triple Six and all that shit. Okay, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Um, at one time, I did go that route, homie, uh, and we actually used to play the Ouija board. And I'll tell you right now, homies, it actually told me the things that were going to happen, the questions that I had asked, okay? And not numerous of times, okay? And then, so we're playing the Ouija board, okay? We get the answers back. Obviously, you're not right away, you're not going to feel nothing. But when you're playing that board, you have to close it out. You do have to close out the session, okay? And me being young, ignorant, I didn't close out the session, homie. You do have to say goodbye. You are not allowed to follow me and all that, shit. So, um, I know it may seem, like a joke to some people or whatever, but I guarantee you, it's not no joke, man. And ever since I played that Ouija board, I have had the hardest time, and also other things that I had did um, that went beyond the Ouija board. Okay, I had actually got into it really heavy because you know it gives you that I don't give a fuck attitude. Not only that, if you read up on it, and which I don't advise anybody to read up on it, is basically telling you you live by your own standards and you do as you feel. And you know um basically, you know I mean, I've seen some crazy shit, bro, and believe it or not, even in the system, we have homeboys who actually study the dark arts, and there's quite a few of them, man, and they're able to have uh, their their own, just like Christians and Catholics, they have their mass or whatever. Um, you can have those also in there, and they can't deny you that. So for quite a while, I was uh, trapped into that type of shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of it does have to do with music because music, it influences the mind, and especially at them times when people were really with the business. I mean, I'm not saying they're not no more because they still are, okay. But I'm just saying it was a whole different time when I was growing up in the '90s, on the late '80s, early '90s. Um, and yes, we took it very seriously, and we felt that it would keep us safe. And I guess in a sense, maybe it did, as much as I hate to admit it. And I think that's why that, and also studying about my culture, also made me feel some type of way about being religious. So that was one of the main reasons why um, I took that route. And I'll tell you what, I've seen shit move. I've seen black shadows. Just the other day, okay, just the other day, um, and I don't know if it's just from the energy or whatever that, but that maybe I, left with my father or whatever. I don't know. I know that weird things happen to him all the time. Like the other day, he was at home kicking it in the canton, and he said that it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and when you open his doors, there's like a little chime bell, okay? And so he said he heard the chime bell go off, and he started saying, "Hey, is it you, son?" And so he realized that nobody was answering back. So he said he got out of bed, walked up to the door, and because I'll just stop by my jefito's house and I'll just go in. So that's what he thought. So he walks up to the door, opens it, nobody's there, this, that. Well, he turns around, and he starts walking towards the kitchen, and he notices all the kitchen cabinet doors are open, okay? Um, so then I guess he also had seen a black shadow like going into his room. So I guess, he kind of more or less tries to just shake it off or whatever. Well, the next morning he gets up, and this was the day, the night that this happened, um, which was at 1 in the morning. So it would have been the day before we were watching the Suns game. And my Jefito had took off. He was wearing a blue shirt. He had took it off, and he set it on his chair. Well, he got up the next morning after all that had happened. He went to go put on his blue shirt, okay, to go walk his dog. It was in the morning. And I shit you not, man. He showed me the shirt. I went there the next morning, and the shirt was torn, literally ripped from here all the way down, like this way to the collar, and then all the way down. But the way it was ripped, it was not cut with scissors. I should have bring the shirt to show you guys. Um, I even tried like putting the shirt back together, like trying to figure out how or what could have, ripped it or I mean, so he went to go put on his shirt and he said, there for a minute he was like wondering, hey, how come the shirt's not going on right, and uh, and that's just one of the things, okay? Out of you know, when I had got out of juvenile, okay, years ago, I just had been sitting home. I barely walked in the house, and it was the strangest thing. I mean, I was just home, not even 15 minutes, man. I remember I sat home, still had my bags right there. It was very strange for me to be home. I felt so uncomfortable. I didn't feel at home. Everything seemed different. Uh, I was nervous. So it was weird. It was really weird. And all of a sudden, man, I'll never forget. I had asked my jefito, I said, hey, I go, is it just me? Or do you feel the same way? I said, I don't feel right being home. And he goes, I'm going to be honest with you. He goes, it's been a very long time since you've been home. Um, but I'm glad you're home. But yeah, it does seem a little weird. And all of a sudden, this ashtray, okay, it's a glass ashtray, the old school glass ashtrays, man. And we had like an old brass table and it was glass, okay? This ashtray literally slid across the damn table like that and spun around like a top. How in the hell an ashtray is gonna spin like a top? I have no clue. Um, that was one of the other things. Uh, Another one was, you know, like I said, we would go through hard times. We did have some hard times growing up, and I'll never forget. We would always go into the cocina, man. Always just like we'd have, just like get the munchies or just get hungry, whatever, and it was just out of mania, just to go and look inside the refrigerator or whatever, even though we know there wasn't shit in there. Oh man, but we would get up and do it. You know what I'm saying? And so me and my jefito, we got up, and we already had lived in the house. I'd say maybe 5, 6 years. This is the house that he had bought that I had spoke upon on my last video when before he had went to the hospital. And I'll never forget where we opened up the refrigerator door, and all of a sudden, and I shit you not, man, the doors opened up in front of us. They literally opened up in front of us, and then all of a sudden, bam, they fucking slammed. I and it's still. I mean, I still didn't get. We just looked at each other. We were like, "What the fuck?" And we were just puzzled by it. You know what I'm saying? It just, And my dad, he's a Catholic, uh, I mean, a faithful Catholic man. I mean, he's one of them ones that I'll tell you, like, for instance, if a Jehovah Witness or even a Christian, whatever, they come to our door, he's the type of person that will tell you straight out, hey, you know, I am Catholic with all, with all due respect, he don't come disrespectful, none of that. But you know, that's just one of the things. Another one of the things that I have seen. Um, there's been times that I have actually seen faces. Okay, um, I've actually seen a man standing over me, uh, and this is no bullshit. I don't give a shit what it. Of course, it's hard for people to believe until you see it. And that's what the homie had said. The love machine. It is hard to believe. He goes, I have to believe it. I'll believe it when I see it, or something to that effect. Well, I woke up, and this has happened to me numerous of times. Okay, same person. He's so tall that he literally he's so tall he stands over like the ceiling. So imagine waking up and you're looking up like this, and you could see he has he has an Abraham Lincoln hat. That's the best way I can explain it. A pig face with the horns. Okay, his hands were horse hooves or horse feet or whatever, Um, and his everything was just shredded. He had like an old um like Abraham Lincoln, how they used to dress back in them days. That's the only way I can explain it, the best way I can explain it. And he had pig's feet, and my bad, chicken feet, like how them long skinny legs. Um, and I'll tell you what, it's happened to me numerous of times, and it's all from dabbling into the Ouija board. Uh, and I used to be very curious about the afterlife, and I still am. And for the ones who do follow me, you guys know about that. I've even talked about my Jefita when she passed, the vibes and stuff that I was getting in my home. And, but I have actually seen this man for the longest time, and it still hasn't went away to this day. And that's why I want to make this video, man, so people understand that if you're gonna go out there and do them type of things, man, be careful because you will bring it back to your family, and your loved ones, you know, whoever's around you, who's ever in your home, and they'll get you at your weakest time in your life, homies. And I believe that's why sometimes I still go through the things that I do. You know, um, I no longer. I mean, all that's behind me, man. I don't play with none of that stuff anymore. I don't dabble in none of that. I do have a higher power. Um, you know, I I know there's I know there's a higher power. There is a God, because let me tell you something. If there's a devil and there's evil, and I've seen it for myself, then believe me, there's a God, you know, and a God can be your higher power, however you guys want to put it. It could be Jesus Christ to you, it could be whatever, whatever you guys want to believe in. But honestly, you know, the when you start going out hunting for ghosts and stuff like that. Basically, you're hunting for, of course, you want to know about the afterlife. And then when people joke around about it, you know, it even makes it worse, believe it or not. You know, like I know people, they try to, how could I say it? They try to make, they try to downplay it, I guess. That's the only way I know how to say it, and laugh about it and stuff like that. I guess to hoping that it's more or less a joke. I guess, but it's not. Honestly, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And it's not nothing to play with. Again, if you are going to dabble in any type of that stuff, even ghost hunting, it will latch on to you and it will follow you and it will come to your family members. I mean, so my my only advice to people out there who are doing that, if you are going to be ghost hunting and all that, um, my best my only advice to you guys is to man, just take care of yourself and don't use the Ouija board or whatever you do, and also don't tell them to enter your body. Don't tell them to uh, don't tell them to use your energy, none of that, man, because I'm telling you, they will. And it may not be right then and there, but you already invited them in to let them use your energy in your body. So, yeah, and this is my belief. I don't know, because I never been dead, but the only thing, think about it, I believe now that if you are able to come back like that and scare people, then obviously, uh, yeah, it's not a person who was human, who actually lived. I believe that it is it's bad energy, you know. But I don't know, man. All I gotta say is, you guys just stay safe, man, and if you're, just ask for your higher power to let the light and the love of Him surround you at all times, and to, and to not let anything follow you home or anything to that matter. Not that it's gonna work because there is very, very strong entities out there. Very, very strong uh, demons out there that will still, that's why I'm just trying to say, if you don't want that smoke, stay away from it, man. Honestly, because it's nothing that you can take back, man. And then, it's really not. You start experiencing shit like that, and then it may not even happen to you, but it may happen, like I just said, it may happen to your loved ones, like I was saying about my dad, you know. But yeah, man, I just thought that I would share this story with you guys and let you guys know about how I went through that. And yeah, it's not to be played with, homies. But again, this is OG Gordo. And do me a favor, man. Make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe button, man. Make sure when you do hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the that bell. That way you can be notified every time one of my videos come on. Also, don't miss my Saturday night kickbacks. They're off the chain. We have a good time, man. Even with the trolls in there, it's all good. That's part of YouTube. It is what it is. But hey, love but love and respect, and I appreciate everybody, man, who's been supporting my channel. It's growing, man, and without you guys, there would be no roll call state to stay on me. And I want to thank everybody again. This is OG Gordo, and I'm out, homie. Stay up.